I'm just like, what is going on? He was like, yeah, I told you something was wrong with my car.
Always appreciated the sunny days, knowing that I had to be grounded before the money came, knowing that I won't always have to deal with the hunger pain.
Hey y'all, it's Gigi.
It's your boy Lavel.
Welcome to the Cozy Corner.
It's been a minute for real. We dropped one YouTube video and then just stopped.
And we went MIA.
But life been going on, so new spot, new place,
New setup,
new vibe, new addition to the family. His name is Saint. He's spoiled as hell, y'all. It's really her fault though. But we never like introduced ourselves or gave any type of backstory to why we started doing this or how we met.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like our introductory our coming out
introduction.
Yeah, this is our introduction. Yeah. So,
and every time we tell this story, everyone is always like,
don't believe us ever.
Yeah.
Like ever.
It honestly, it doesn't even feel like we met the way
we ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into that. I'll let you start it off.
Where do I even start? Like,
how did you even end up where you ended up at? Pretty
much, I was going through a lot with family, and actually my car broke down on me. That's my baby. It is my first car ever. So like, it was just a lot going on, and I lost my job at the time. Like, I was going through with family, and I literally had like a breakdown. I was like, you know what? I just need a break. And so my family asked me to come out to Wisconsin to, work in their business, stack my money up, and really just work on myself. And that I really needed that at the time. And it's crazy because I took a boat to Wisconsin, and while I was...
A boat sounds so crazy.
I know, it's
but
crazy.
People that's not from there won't understand, like, why.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, continue, my bad.
But no, you're fine.
Just adding context.
I took the ferry, which is the boat, to Wisconsin. I remember specifically like praying to God, asking him to like change my life. It can be an opportunity that he brings into my life. It can be a person that he brings into my life. But I just prayed, like, I really, really want this to be life-changing. Like, a new chapter in my life. Exactly.
And then on my side, I think, like, just to give like a full spectrum, I grew up traveling a lot because of the way that my family was. Mainly for like job opportunities or just like different change of pace. I learned a lot through my journey. Like, I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I moved from Brooklyn to Atlanta to St. Louis to New Orleans to Milwaukee for a short period of time, back to New Orleans.
And now we're in California.
Like, I've been to hella places, and it's just like, a lot of it, like, it has its ups and downs and it molds you as a person. And, I think I'm thankful for the things that I've been through, good and bad. So I appreciate my peace, and I appreciate what we built together and the environment that we have.
Yeah.
But to be straight on subject,
I know.
So we don't veer off subject.
Yeah.
I got a job opportunity to leave where I was, which is New Orleans previously, to go work with the Milwaukee Bucks for a short period of time. And similar to, like you said, it was another chapter, a new adventure, a fresh opportunity, a different space, a different environment, different people, like a clean slate. And I was with a couple of my best friends that I grew up around. My boy A-Rooks, his name is Aaron, and then my boy Lottie. I ain't gonna say his name because he don't like his name. We just call him Lottie. Lottie the bully, for real. He's not a bully, but like, he will be if he needs to be.
Yeah,
like,
they're great people.
Ride or die twin type shit. But
I always tell him that they're like really good friends.
Yeah.
So. And I don't say that about a lot of people. So
yeah, that's the big dog right there. Got to go through her to get to me.
Mm-hmm.
And reverse.
Yeah.
I was around my guys, and it was keeping me focused. They pushed me in the right direction. Not that I needed to be pushed in the right direction. It was more so just like when you have that support from people that know who you are as a person and understand that you deserve better out of life. Like, you can't you can't take that for granted, and I value that each day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good times there, and while I was there in Wisconsin, I learned a lot, made some great connections, and clearly uh, ran into you on the way there. And it's been a lot of interesting ups and downs throughout our relationships,
Yeah,
but
we've
like
been through a lot
yeah.
together.
So I guess I'll start from like my being there, like being around your boys, like you going out having fun from time to time. And I don't
Every
mean
weekend,
I don't.
every
That's
weekend.
cat.
They went
It
out
was not.
every weekend.
Don't make it seem like we was just out just wilding though. It was mostly like shits and giggles, clowning people,
No,
whatever shit.
they were,
Yeah, we
but
was having a good time.
I don't know.
We've already talked about this,
You
so
know, I'm not gonna
anywho.
say no names, but no,
Oh,
what?
okay. I know you.
Yeah.
We ain't
I
gonna say
don't
no
care. I'm
names.
being shady. I don't
Loki,
care.
you just never. That was funny though.
What?
Cause the videos that you be watching about old girl that be having like the made up name for a character.
Oh yeah.
That would be funny as hell. But maybe we'll
I mean,
get
we
into
already
that.
have a name for him.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna do that. But we ain't
You're
gonna do that.
boring.
We ain't gonna do that.
We could
But,
sprinkle a little shade in there.
oh, this is my time. This is my story. This is my side
Okay,
story.
sorry.
All right, so what's going on and whatnot, and having a good time, chilling, vibing. And eventually they was like, yo, like, what happened with you and Shorty? And this at this time, like I was fresh off like my breakup. Not fresh
Shorty?
off, but
Oh.
like it's been some time since that. And this is my previous relationship. But I was talking to my boys and whatnot, and they was just like, yo, bro, like, are you like not trying to get into that, or are you like trying to stay single for a while, or like what type of time are you on? And them being pushy, like Lottie is in a healthy, faithful, full blown relationship. Aaron was in his relationship, but now he's working on himself, doing his own thing, growing, being good. And then for myself, like in that point in time, I'm just like, I'm really just worried about myself. Like I'm trying to build my foundation. And I know like throughout my previous relationships, like I never dibbled or dabbled on anything negative or unhealthy. Like I was always like a stand-up person, good person, handle my responsibilities, loyal, everything. Like I was just that's just how I am. If I'm not gonna do those things, I'm gonna just remove myself. Like I'm not gonna force things to happen. And I'm very blunt, and I'm very blunt. Like even with us, like if I don't rock with you, or if I don't rock with something that you do, I'm just gonna remove myself, or just that's just what it's gonna be. And oddly enough, y'all gonna laugh, and y'all probably again, like we said, we be telling the story, and nobody believes us. So my boys forced me, literally
forced me. Is crazy.
Not forced me like put a gun to my head and all like that, but like they just told me like, yo, bro, like at some point, like you still have to like make yourself social. Like you have to socialize yourself. You have to like put yourself out there. Like you doing well for yourself. So they made me download. They made me download this app. This app that is very popular that y'all probably know about. That y'all probably use for completely different purposes. Mainly dudes. Nah, females do it too, but completely different purposes. So they made me download Tinder, right? I know. Get your laughs out. Comment below how y'all feel. What y'all
It's
think.
a normal app,
but it's normal.
I don't know
though.
why people like what they're like ashamed of it.
But I mean, no, we're in a day and age where like we're living a very digital world.
Exactly.
And everybody's really isolated. So like, I don't know. It was just something that happened, and I'm glad that it happened. Clearly, because we wouldn't be here without that actually happening.
Yeah.
But they made me download Tinder, right? One day we're gonna dive deeper into a backstory on that, because there was so much other things that happened which about clearly. Like I showed you like the weird, funny ass, overly aggressive ass messages.
Yeah.
That's what you thought I was talking about.
I don't know. I was confused. You said backstory to like Tinder.
That is a backstory. That's not our story. Okay. But downloaded Tinder, right? Saw baby girl right here. And like immediately, like I'm not like I ain't gonna lie, you captivated me. But
I like the way that sounds.
Relax. But it was more so just like once I knew that like the attraction was there, I really dived into understanding who you were or trying to speak to you, and you could attest to that on a very intellectual level, like understanding who you were more so than what you present yourself as, if that makes sense.
Even though I didn't like present myself any type of like crazy
that's not what
way, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I just needed to communicate.
Because like when you just being honest, just being real, and fellas, y'all know it. Immediately, if you see a girl that you're attracted to, like most people are just gonna make that the main dish, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like as we continue like talking and stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna say it, and we say it all the time. I thought she was catfish, yo. It is what it is. I was like, yo, like FaceTime, da 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 da. And then she was streaming like I was like a booty call. So like she was only texting me at nighttime.
Oh my gosh. He said this.
She'll only text. Nah, she will only text me. Well, I ain't go. Not that's kind of OD. She would text me during the daytime, but she mainly texts me.
Wait. I would message him. So at this time, we were still messaging on Tinder.
So she will message me during the daytime, but she mainly only messaged me at nighttime.
Yeah. And he was like, you only want to talk to me at night. I'm like, I be doing stuff during the day. And then like at night when I'm at home, like just chilling, like then I can like talk. I don't just go on Tinder like during the day.
I was a booty call, y'all. So.
Oh my gosh.
But we hear that. But so like as time continue, like we just grew closer. And I feel like it happened that way within both of our best interests, because like I got to like really understand who you were as a person throughout that time. And regardless of how attracted I was to you and you was attracted to me, like there was like a wall there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wanted to, and I had no choice but to understand you more on a very deep level. And why you were the way that you were, and why you were dealing with the things that you were dealing with. Even though I didn't know a lot, I had something to go off of, if that makes sense. So, and then one day she decided, actually, before we got to that, I said, yo, send me a picture of your ID. You remember that?
Yes. I still have the picture that I sent you of my ID.
I told her, send me a picture of your ID, because you might be somebody that not who they say they is.
A serial
Y'all can't cap though. Y'all know people do a lot of strange stuff.
That is true.
Like
I wanted your ID as well. I'm like,
just for security purposes. And neither one of us had a problem with that. But like we live in a day and age, people do a lot of strange stuff, bro. Like she got catfished by somebody that was posing as Tory Lanez before Tory Lanez became Tory Lanez. So in
like middle school, high school.
That's kind of crazy though. Tory Lanez is crazy. That kind of makes sense though. That kind of makes sense because they chose somebody that was like super low key. But like that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole other story.
We're gonna get into that in a whole other video. But as we continue to go closer, like we sent each other ID, and then like, I told her like, yo, I want to take you out, da 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 da. So we arranged the date and whatnot. Date night comes. We supposed to be linking up. Mind you, she's in a whole nother town. I'm in a whole nother town. So I'm like, you know what? Like, just let me know what time. Actually, I told you at like 7:30.
I can't remember.
Whatever time it was.
He had the Uber come and pick me up.
Yeah, I had the Uber come pick her up, and then it came to pick me up.
And I was so shy.
She was shy as hell. I'm talking about.
I would not like look at him.
All right, so boom, like I'm ready. Like I got ready. I'm cleaned up.
Okay, don't be trying to like act all like he was. I'm
not saying
you were shy as well.
I was a little bit, just a little bit, but I didn't want to make you uncomfortable. That's mainly what it was.
I feel that.
So, like, the Uber pull up. She tell me she outside. So I'm coming through my building, and I get to the lobby, and I see you look through the window.
You saw me look through the window?
I saw you look through the window. And then when I opened the door to
If I would've
exit
known
the
that back
lobby,
then.
she did this, y'all. She said, like, this is the window. And then pretended to be on her phone. Mind you, I opened the door, all I seen was,
I said hi.
you still greeted me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about before I opened the car door. I'm talking about when I opened the lobby door to exit. So like I walk around and it's a lady Uber driver. So I walk around, I verify.
I'm like getting nervous all over
whatever.
again.
And I open the door and I looked at her and she looked at me. I said, "Hey, how you doing? It's nice to finally see you." And she was like, hey, I don't remember exactly what she said. I know you said hey back.
But I know for sure I greeted you.
You did, like, but you was like very short and very shy.
Mm-hmm.
And then so like I think
because it was also like it was one thing for like us to be meeting for the first time, but we also had like a random Uber driver like there, and she's like witnessing. It was us. Like
she was a third
yes, and like she was witnessing us like meeting for the first time. So it was.
And it wasn't like so it wasn't like she had to guess. Like if you was in the Uber with us, you knew.
Yeah.
They ain't know each other.
Uh-huh.
So like she was in the front seat, and mind you, she started like conversating with us like on a low type of deal. But like the whole like it wasn't a long car ride because where I stayed at, I was downtown, and the place that we was going to, I forgot the name of that.
Casablanca.
No, that was we went to the bar spot place before we went to eat. I don't remember what it was called, but we went there, and while we was in the Uber ride, it's probably like a 7-8 minute. If that, I'm really being modest. Probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like 5-6 minutes.
And she just like, oh, how y'all doing? What y'all doing with your day? Blah, blah, blah. And we just hella short. I'm really talking. She's not talking to her like that.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to her before he got in the car, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we get out. I open her door, of course. We walk into the bar or whatnot. And we was just like vibing. Like it was, you started to warm up once we got like by ourselves, and not like with the third person.
Yeah.
And we sat down.
It was at like a arcade bar type of vibe. Or no,
arcade.
First
there's that like stuff in there.
First,
like billiards.
First, didn't we go to Casablanca to eat, and then we went to like the bar?
I think we did go to Casablanca.
Yeah, we went to Casablanca first.
Yeah, we went to Casablanca. If you're from Milwaukee, y'all know what. If you're from Milwaukee, y'all know what Casablanca is.
And that one waitress kept looking at my man, who wasn't my man at the time, but my future man, and I was like, "Girl, you noticed it as well." He was like, "Yeah, she kept looking at me." I was like,
"No, I mentioned that because I didn't say that she kept looking at me. She just kept circling. She kept walking by us particularly."
I was like, and she wasn't even our waitress. That's the thing.
She wasn't?
No.
That was so long ago. I don't remember.
No, she was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had like hookah, drinks, and
yeah, it was a good time.
It was a really good time.
The food was good. The vibe was good. The day, the weather, everything was just like good.
It was a vibe. And I had so much fun. And like his demeanor comes off like so serious, but he's the goofiest like person ever. Like he's hilarious. So like I was able to see that side of him, and that just made me like
I didn't show you all of that
even
at
more.
First time.
Yeah, at first you came.
No, I'm talking about like, even then. Like I did, but I didn't.
You did. Like we were laughing the entire time.
Yeah, but I'm hella goofy. Like
now compared to
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
different levels. But I'm just saying, like even on the first date, like you came off just super like.
No, I had you crying.
Yeah, we were laughing the entire time.
Yeah, it was a good vibe. We were just like so relaxed afterwards, and then we went across the street where the bar was, and I think you got a drink. We both got a drink, didn't we?
Yeah, we
both got a drink. I kind of understand like who this person is, and like he's been, and same thing with you. Like he's been nothing but respectful this entire time, and it's not like you didn't expect any of those things, but like you're experiencing it now, just like I'm experiencing you in like our own space.
Yeah.
So it was a vibe, and then we went upstairs. We played Connect 4.
We played Connect 4. We played a bunch of little games.
Yeah, we played Connect 4 and some other game, and we played darts. And then afterwards, it was just like, we went back to my apartment, and then I called you Uber.
Yeah, we didn't even go up to his apartment. Like he sat down like in the lobby with me, and we waited for my Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I tell my side?
Yeah, of course.
When I first got to Wisconsin, it took a couple days, but I was mainly there to like focus on myself, focus on like my self-love journey, yada yada yada, because I had been on like a really really long self-love journey before I got there. I was like journaling, meditating, working out, reading, really just like working on myself, like for the first time in my life, like really, like just really doing the groundwork on myself. That's what I'm into. I love like self-love and wellness and stuff like that. So that's when I really discovered it. And so I moved to, not moved
Well, yeah,
to,
move.
I went to Wisconsin. And once I got like comfortable and everything, I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of want like a friend type of vibe, because all I had was like family there. And it's like you want someone like with your own like interest in like a friend. Yeah.
Some type of like just mutual connection.
Yeah, exactly. So I downloaded Tinder. I'm not ashamed of it. It's 2020 at the time, and that's how people meet online nowadays. It's just Tinder. Yeah, we just started talking, and he was like the first person I was ever able to like fully open up to and like be vulnerable with. Just texting every day and like getting to know him getting to know me, like I really, like I felt like I knew him like longer than the time that I knew you for.
Yeah.
And like I was messaging all my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's something so different about him, and like I have a really good feeling about him, yada yada yada. And then, by the way, before I was gonna go on a date with him, my family in Wisconsin was like judging me the entire time. Like they're like, "Oh, you're gonna go meet up with some stranger, yada yada." And I am, and I did, and look at us now. I mean, I don't recommend that, but like,
Yeah, just don't just go on Tinder, just meet up with
yeah,
random people and all that different type of stuff. It sounds like it was just like something so simple, but I promise you, like the way that we explained it, like it could be things that we leaving out, but it was a very long process before we went on. I ain't gonna say very long. It was a long process before we went on our first date,
yeah,
and everything that we did was very slow paced, and we were very attentive
yeah.
about our
To be
entire process.
honest, this is the slowest I've ever went like in a relationship wise.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is the slowest
And that's why
pace.
everything happened the way that it did,
Yeah.
because it was more so just like, again, we was forced to understand each other on a deeper level, and we just had like that mutual emotional connection and chemistry to where like everything like mattered. Everything was, for me, like it was funny, like we had this conversation the other day and I was just like, to a lot of people they can be like, oh, that ain't that deep, but for us everything is that deep.
You are my type, like to the T. And like I've always dreamt of having like a partner just like you, who's just like very attentive.
Even though I get on your nerves.
Yeah, you get on my nerves, but not as much as like, you know, you don't.
I get on your nerves though.
You
I
do.
get on your nerves.
But like I always wanted a partner who's like goofy, but at the same time like serious. Yeah. Like it has to be a balance, and like I've never experienced that balance before, because I'm that balance, and I just feel like we just go together so well.
Yeah, I think what I didn't learn growing up or failed to experience from a feminine aspect, I learned that throughout our relationship.
Same with like a masculine.
Yeah, and that process of like learning how to not necessarily satisfy, but more so like just like how you're supposed to treat a woman. Like I naturally am like a provider, naturally am like a protector, naturally am like a nurturer. Like I have nurturing aspects, but I had to learn also like how to cater to certain necessities that you need. But yeah, I think it was like something that I needed from a growth aspect, like for sure. And it was something that you needed from a structured aspect. And you know, I don't mean it in any type of way, but I feel like I brought a certain mentality that was a little foreign to you, to where like, damn, like everything is so like precise and sharp.
Oh, trust me.
And then it was like certain things that like people allowed around you or allowed to affect you in a negative way. Like, I'm just like, that's just not gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, some of the situations that we've been in, like, clearly she said, like, openly, like, you know, growing up, like, different, you know, everybody has like family issues and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother story. But I just want to touch base on like certain things that I felt like you didn't need to experience or deal with, even though like in the earlier stages, like I didn't take it to the extreme out of respect for you and out of respect for who may have been involved. But it was certain things that I knew that you deserved better from, that I just openly like, I was just on it like, yo, that's dead. Like,
What
this is
I
not gonna happen.
appreciate about you though is that like although you felt that way, like you still allowed me to go through the process of kind of like making the mistake like over and over because you were confident that like
You would learn it.
eventually I would learn, which I did. I can say that now. I've definitely learned. But when we first got into a relationship, he challenged me in ways that like I've never been challenged. So, like you said, I was completely like out of my comfort zone kind of. I was like interested. I wanted to be challenged, but some of the things that like he was like teaching me, I just wasn't like ready to learn at the
I
time.
don't think you wasn't ready to learn. I think you, and I don't, you know, I mean, in a very positive way. I feel like mentally you just wasn't like there
There.
yet.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, I
over
definitely
time,
agree.
like things just started to like click. And I, about what I said earlier, like about like intervening on certain things or like impeding on certain things. It wasn't like, oh, I just didn't, like I just disregarded you. Like I made sure like you gave me the green light on certain things. But
Mhm.
like if it was just something natural to me, to where I saw something that was completely unacceptable in regards to how it affected you, that it just wasn't gonna happen. Like
Mhm.
that's just what it was. And if you got a problem with it, we could talk about it. We could do whatever to resolve it. But as far as like any type of like disrespect or trying to control things or manipulate, that's
No.
dead. That's just
No.
not.
I never let anyone like disrespect me or like try to take control of me or my life. Like that's dead. I'm
And
not
I
having
and I
that.
I think
However, I can see the difference between like trying to disrespect and like control my life versus someone who like wants the best for me and wants me to grow in a
yeah,
positive way. I can tell the difference because obviously like your body can feel when like something is right for you and like when something isn't.
yeah, and yeah, I think you said that pretty well. But and I meant that like from also like a, it was more so I just didn't want you to be in that space. If I could prevent you from being in that space, that was my main priority.
Mhm.
But that was our first experience like in Milwaukee on our first date. And then from time to time, well, I ain't gonna say time to time because that sounds like hella stretched out. But like
Low key, it
low key
is.
it was.
Yeah.
Cause like right after our first date, probably like a week or so later.
I wanted to, after our first date, I was like, no, I wouldn't say after our first date, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
Like, I was so, like, I wanted to be around you all the time. Like, I was so clingy.
Yeah. I had work and
You had
stuff
to
like that.
work.
But I
And
still made time though.
yeah, I was like, I don't want to leave you.
Yeah. And then, you know, we just like connected so well. Like
Mm-hmm.
my space just felt like the energy when from like when we connected, and then the second day, and then we chilled, we watched movies and stuff like that, vibed on stuff like that. And when I say movies, we actually just watch movies, literally just watch movies. Nothing happened that second date. Everybody think like when you get to that second date, like, all right, what's happening? Nah,
No,
second date,
I made him wait.
yeah. And that was completely fine, and I was respectful about it. Like,
Mhm.
why I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna just let you say it. But it was all about just like spending time together. Like,
Yeah.
just learning and being around each other and
Mhm.
just enjoying each other's space and time and
Yeah.
respecting it at that. And then everything kind of like started becoming a little bit more stretched out because right after that, that's when you went back to
GR.
GR, and then I was still working. But again, we was so invested, like, because right when you went back, I took a trip out to you.
He took the boat out to me.
So, and it was funny because like,
he did not want to get on that boat, y'all.
yeah,
He did not want to get on
I'm
that
good
boat.
on like not being in control of like my own life and stuff like that. But it was a risk that I took. And
all his friends was like,
and it was funny because
you
like
got on a boat.
I was telling A and I was telling Lottie, I was like, yo, like, I'm about to go spend time with G. And I was like, oh nah, y'all dead ass. Y'all dead ass. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get on a boat tomorrow. He was like, wait, you getting on a boat? Nah, he getting on a boat. So we cracking up laughing. So they dropped me up. All of them, mind you, I already told Aaron and Lottie, bro, when we got in the car, Ching there, Aaron there, Lottie there, you know who there, Idris is there. All of them is riding with me to drop me off.
I didn't know that they dropped you off.
Yes. So I'm on a boat, and I swear I feel like I'm on.
Not know that they
I swear I feel like I'm on a
off.
TV show because I'm on a boat and make sure I get on the boat. I look over at the big parking lot, and they all just like on top of the car, chilling on the car, waving. It's like, yo, they are some clowns. So I get.
No, that is hilarious. I did not know that they dropped you off. That is so funny.
Nah, it was.
That just made it.
That should have been
funnier.
filmed. It was actually like.
I wish I could have seen that.
No, it was actually.
That
funny.
is hilarious.
It was actually funny. And then like I got there, you picked me up. She was there waiting.
By the way, y'all, I drove 2 hours away and my engine was done on my car.
Yo.
I didn't know that like my engine.
Forgot about that, bro.
I didn't know that my engine was messed up. So, well, I knew, but like
not as bad as how you thought.
Yeah, I thought that like I could just go any speed, but like the way that it was, like if you went a certain speed, it would like stop like this and like slow down.
Wasn't that joint on a roller coaster?
My dumbass was driving in the fast lane.
And she trying to go in the fast lane. People beeping. But we gonna get to that.
Wait, that was on my way to pick you up though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was by myself and I was driving in the fast lane and like people was driving by me and like flicking me off and like just going past me and like beeping at me, yelling stuff out the window. I'm like, what is wrong with it?
Whole time her car about to blow up because she's trying to speed. It's crazy. So I pull up. I'm saying pull up on a boat like I'm in an SRT or something. I pull up on a boat, right? Enter the dock. I look over it. All I see is curly hair, brown skin, teeth, smiles, sitting on top of her car hood, like on top of the car hood, just waiting for me to pull up.
Oh
so I instantly get happy. So I'm like, all right, let me grab my stuff, get up out of here. I'm coming off. We hug each other and whatnot. We get in the car. And she was like, I think you should drive. Well, we didn't get in the car yet. And she was like, I think you should drive. So I hop in the driver's seat and we driving. I'm just coasting. Everything is fine at first. So we get on the highway. You know, naturally when you're entering the highway, you're like, all right, I gotta speed up. Yo, I start hitting 60. Car starts shaking. Now I ain't start doing that yet. It just starts shaking. It was going left and right.
Oh my god.
I'm like, all right, maybe she got like a tune up or something. Like maybe
I told you that there was something wrong with my car.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was like that. So now we on the highway and I'm merging over and stuff like that. I hit 80. Now I'm just like, what is going on? He was like, yeah, I told you something was wrong with my car. I'm just in there jerking. Like, so like I look at her and she's just like, I told you something wrong with the car. I'm like, so
I still drove out to see you though.
Yeah, I mean, and I was thankful for that. So I'm start analyzing the car. I'm looking at everything, and I notice every time you hit like 2.5 to 3 on the RPM, like she having like engine failure problems. So I'm like, all right, so you can't go over 2. Like you have to just cruise at 60. So if you're driving a car, like you can't go over 60. Like even if you're on the highway, just driving a slow lane. So we coasting.
I'm like, oh.
And not take dumb long to get back to your city.
Mm-hmm.
What did we eat? Because we was hungry.
We ordered takeout.
We did order. Did we get Uccellos?
I think so.
I think we ordered something. When we got to the crib, got all my stuff out, and everything was just a vibe. Like, walked in, she had everything set up, cleaned up. We watched movies. Actually, I think we didn't even watch a movie. The first thing that we watched was Outer Banks. We fell asleep watching Outer Banks on the couch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
The very first season, we fell asleep watching Outer Banks on the couch. Then we woke up and we ate.
I think we went out that weekend too, because I wanted to.
I was trying to remember what happened that day.
Oh, I think we just like stayed in and watched movies that day.
Yeah.
And then like the next day was Saturday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to go out and like show him like the little spots that I go to. We went to the hookah lounge and it was fun.
Yeah, not that is a lot to do in GR.
It's not, but
yeah, we made the best time of it while we was there. And then, again, we just traveled back and forth. I ended up leaving. She didn't want me to leave. I didn't want to leave.
He cried, y'all. He cried.
Don't be exposing me. I cried.
We both cried, but
grown men cry, and I don't care. What y'all gonna do about it? Right. I'm happy. I don't care. But I got back to Milwaukee. My boys picked me up. Same style. All of them in the car, waiting for me to pull up. Sitting on top of the hood, waving. I'm just like, yo, I can't say that word, but these dudes is crazy. Ninjas is crazy. But I love the experience. And then when I got back home, like they helped me get all my stuff out, get me back comfortable. Then when I touched down, I said touchdown like it was a flight. When the boat parked, when the boat pulled up, like the SRT boat pulled up, I texted you, I said I made it. You made sure I was good. And then I FaceTimed you when I got home. I told you I was about to get in the shower and all that. And then the very next time that we saw each other was probably like 2 to 3 weeks apart from that.
And I drove.
And she drove from GR
to Wisconsin
at nighttime.
Yeah.
And I was mad.
It was a vibe though.
I was mad because she was booking it. I'm talking about she was going 100.
By that time, my engine was fixed.
Yeah, everything had already got fixed up. She could go over 80, y'all.
Yeah.
So she was booking it. I'm talking about.
I was the only. It was such a vibe, guys. I was the only one. Imagine like you're the only one like on the highway for miles, and it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like it was a vibe. I was going 100 for miles.
Yeah. And you got there fast.
Yeah.
I think we was just texting at night, and Wisconsin is an hour behind where you was. I think you started driving at like 11. She got to Wisconsin at like 3 a.m.
Drive at night, guys. Yeah. I would do it again. Driving at night.
You ain't doing that again.
I mean, with you, if we want to like go somewhere together.
Yeah.
Leaving at night is the move for sure.
Yeah, but you pulled up. I got all our stuff out the car. But long story short, we was just traveling back and forth to see each other.
Yeah.
And then I went back home. She was in GR. That was a sad day. She was sad. I was sad. That's just what it was. But like a month later, we planned a trip to Florida. A vibe.
Literally.
She ain't had to pay for nothing. Pay for the flight, pay for the hotel. I was like, I'm going to see my baby.
Yes.
Again.
It was so nice. That was my first vacation, too.
That was your first vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to Orlando, right?
Yeah,
went to Orlando.
We went to SeaWorld.
Went to SeaWorld. We went to like the whole little amusement park and everything like that. Ate good food. We went to like this open. The first night that we got there, we went to like this open
food truck
spot. Yo, some of the best tacos we ever had. Other than when we went to San Diego.
Oh yeah, San Diego got the best tacos.
But that's really how it went.
And then wait, we should tell them about how like a month later. Well, was it a month later?
When I moved out there with you?
Yeah, when you
That
were
was
like
2 months later.
When you were like, babe, like I'm just gonna come out there. Like I'm just gonna move out there with you. And I was like, yeah, come on. You thought I was
I thought
kidding.
she was bullshitting. I dead thought she was bullshitting. I was like, nah, she just saying that's like the appropriate thing to say when you like, I mean, she was like, no, I'm dead serious. Yeah. I kid you not. 2 days went by, I'm driving. 2 days went by, I drove 16 hours straight.
16 hours.
From New Orleans to Grand Rapids, Michigan, dog. And I don't know how I drove 16 hours straight.
That was adrenaline. You was ready to go.
Packed up everything. Mm-hmm. I packed up everything.
You haven't been back since?
Nah, haven't been back since. It's been going on 5 years. I picked up everything and just left. Left the job, everything. Everything has worked out. Everything has been healthy.
We've been together ever since.
Living life, vibing, growing, pushing each other. New adventures, new everything. New life, new family, new chapter. Again, new chapter for both of us.
Yes, now we're in California with our own apartments. We'll talk about. Oh, I want to tell them not tonight because I feel like this is a different story time.
Yeah.
But like I want to talk about how like we led up to like getting our own like
even getting to Cali in the first place.
Because look where we are now. Like,
yeah. Because there was a lot that went into all of this before we even got to California, bro. Yeah. But this was our coming out video, our introduction video.
I really wanted to talk to you guys about this because like I feel like this was needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this I mean, low-key, we've been wanting to do this for a minute, but now we're finally finding the time, got everything set up to our liking and our standard. So stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for more story time, lifestyle, connectivity. We all here for growing wellness. I'm here as more so like a big brother figure to help the young men out there, and same thing for you and the young women. I'm definitely gonna be giving you all advice and whatnot. Yeah, and same thing for you. I feel like there's a lot of valuable things that not only we could learn about the world through this channel, but also help other people through the experiences that we've had individually and shared together. So it'll be a beautiful thing. So tap in with the family, man. The Cozy Corner. We back. We here. We locked in. But until next time, it's been a good one. Bye, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next video.